We'd just returned from her mother's funeral. The house smelled like flowers that had already begun to rot. I was halfway to the kitchen when she grabbed my arm. Her eyes were wide, not from grief, from fear. She shoved me into the pantry with our son. "Daddy, it's dark," he whispered. "What's wrong so suddenly?" I asked. Her voice was low. "Be quiet. Don't say a word." We heard it then, the slow turn of a key in the front door, not ours. She pressed her ear to the wall. I watched her chest rise too fast. A shadow passed beneath the crack of the pantry door. Footsteps, heavy, confident, then silence. When the door finally closed again, she sagged against the wall. I reached for the handle, but her hand caught mine. "Wait 10 minutes," she said. I studied her face. It wasn't the face of someone afraid of a stranger. It was the face of someone afraid of recognition. Later, when the house was empty, I asked, "Who was that?" Her gaze darted away. "Just a friend, checking on me." A friend who had a key? A friend she hid me from? A friend she didn't want my son to see? The funeral had been her alibi for the last week. She'd stayed with family every night. But the calls I made to her were always unanswered after 9. I told myself it was grief. People grieve strangely. Still, that voice I'd heard through the thin pantry door, deep, deliberate, it didn't sound like condolence. It sounded like possession. I didn't confront her. I learned long ago that truth prefers silence. It's easier to come to you when it thinks you're not looking. I started with the locks, checked the spare keys. One was missing. I went through her phone when she showered. No messages. Too clean. Which meant there had been messages. I retrieved our home's Wi-Fi logs. Found a device, not ours, connected at 3:12 a.m. 2 nights before the funeral. The same night she'd sworn she was asleep at her sister's. Still, suspicion is nothing without proof. I took a hairbrush from our son's room, sent it, along with my own DNA, for testing. The instructions were clinical. The act was anything but. For 3 weeks I smiled at breakfasts I couldn't taste, kissed a woman whose mouth felt borrowed, watched her phone tilt away from me whenever it lit up. She started locking the pantry. She said it was to keep the kid out. I said nothing. The results came in on a Thursday morning. I left the envelope sealed on my desk until nightfall. Truth is more lethal in the dark. Our son wasn't mine. The paper didn't scream. It didn't accuse. It just told the truth in black and white. Probability of paternity 0.00%. I read it twice, not because I doubted it, because I wanted the calm to settle in fully before I moved. At dinner, she asked how my day was. "Productive," I said. After we cleared the table, I handed her the envelope. She opened it. Her lips trembled before the tears came. "No," I said. Her sobs filled the kitchen. The sound was ugly in a way grief never is. I told her to sit. Then I placed a second envelope on the table. Inside was a printed bank statement, large withdrawals, hotel charges, dates that matched the missing nights, and photographs. The friend from the pantry, his arm around her waist, his lips on her neck outside a motel door, her face drained of blood. "You followed me?" "No," I said. "You left a trail." I stood, sliding both envelopes toward her. "You can keep them, or I can send them to your father. Your choice." She stared at me like she was searching for mercy. She didn't find any. "Pack tonight," I said. "I'll tell our son you're visiting family." Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. Nothing came out. That was my favorite part. By morning, she was gone. No note, just the faint scent of her perfume in the hallway. Our son asked when she'd be back. "Soon," I said. The lie rolled off my tongue without effort. I didn't think of her walking away from me. I thought of her walking toward him, and how he would learn, in time, what she had done. Some truths destroy instantly. Others wait, silent and patient, until the moment they're most fatal. She'd chosen the wrong one to betray, and the wrong man to father her child. In the end, I didn't need to punish her. I just needed to give her enough rope to hang herself. Moral of the story: when betrayal hides behind love, the most devastating retribution is letting the truth speak louder than rage.